Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great brand new work and play value from Parkway RV Center. I've been trying to get one of these for a long time. Every one of these they've got online to build is sold before it's even built, so I'm very lucky to get this one today. This is a 2018 work and play, model number 30 WRS. This is 36 foot long total length. It's got a slide out toy hauler. The most heavy-duty toy hauler you can buy, folks. Nothing's built like a work and play. You know, we've been in business 49 years. This is the only brand that we've ever sold new and ever have sold new. For a reason. These things are tough, folks. Now, you look at these other brands, you compare how they're built, you compare how flimsy they are to this, and you're going to see nothing else like it. You got Dexter never adjust axles. This thing has got an incredible 4,500 pound cargo carrying capacity. It's the only brand out there with a one-piece metal roof instead of rubber. One piece, you don't have to worry about it leaking, folks, because it's a one solid piece of metal. Beautiful color scheme. This is the white, and it has the espresso interior. So it's got the slide out, got the nitrogen filled tires, got the 110 gallon water tank. A couple of things I want to point out about the work in place for those of you who've never seen my videos on them. First thing, for those of you in the trucking industry, you're going to notice right off the bat are the kind of bolts that are all used extensively across this entire RV. Those are called million-mile bolts, and they're called that because they're designed to be used on semi-trailers to go a million miles. Well, guess what? Work and Play is the only brand that exclusively uses those in the construction of their toy haulers. You've got a rear ramp door with a 5,000 pound rolling weight limit, 4,500 pound cargo carrying capacity, and that cargo carrying capacity, of course, is when you have it full of water and luggage. So this thing can hold quite a bit of stuff. Quite a bit of stuff, folks. Notice a lot of the metal exteriors look great. The trim pieces. This is the only brand with 8-gauge steel wheel wells. So if you ever have a blowout years down the road, that's less likely to cause damage. Most other brands use a thin sheet of aluminum or plastic right there. This is a true wide body RV, 102 inches wide, so you get a true 8-foot wide interior. Now, folks, these aren't lightweight. It's like the old saying goes, the better it's built, the heavier it is. You're looking at 8,900 pound dry weight, what it weighs right now before you add cargo or luggage or whatever you're going to tow in it or haul in it. It's got a 10 by 8 garage bay with a sliding glass door to separate it from the living quarters. I mean, just got the LED lights on the outside and the inside. Got a standard 7.5 foot tall interior ceiling space. Other brands are 6.5 inches tall or 6.5 feet tall. Folks, this thing's a bargain. And MSRP is over $40,000 on it. In fact, it's $40,143.25 as equipped. I'm offering this one today for $30,985. That's an out-the-door price. You go to these other dealers, folks, they're going to charge you thousands of dollars in fees on top of that MSRP price or whatever you discount it down to. You don't have to worry about that here. It is prepped for a generator. It does have the propane tanks inside. It's got a power tongue jack, 3,500 pound power tongue jack, by the way, so it's not a lightweight jack. Got a Lippert component awning, power awning, of course. Got the LED lights, as you can see. Looks really cool at night. Got pass-through storage in the front. You know, Work and Play is built by Forest River, the largest manufacturer in the world. Berkshire Hathaway, of course, and Warren Buffett's their CEO. You know, they build these things as tough and as heavy duty as they can make them. So they're going to be a little bit heavier than your average brand, but this is something 20 years from now. If you take care of it, you'll still be using it. Those other lightweight campers are falling to pieces. And when you look at prices, folks, these lightweight throwaway toy haulers, they're almost as much new as one of these. and you're getting 3 times the toughness here. Before we step inside, let me show you something real quick. I'm going to show you a cutaway. They call this the FRP series, which is their top one. And what that means is fiberglass reinforced plywood. So actually, this is a cutout of how thick the walls are. That's 16 layers fiberglass and plywood. So in other words, folks, you punch this thing, it's like punching a brick wall. Now you do that with these Jaycos and Coachmans and all these other brand toy haulers, you're going to feel it give. This thing right here is not going to give. I mean, this thing is tough, tough, tough. Let's take a look inside, folks. I've got it hooked into power. This particular one was ordered with 50 amp power instead of 30. So in case you ever want to add anything to it, you don't have to worry about amperage being a problem. Brand new, folks, never used, just came in, 7.5 foot ceilings. Let me show you some of the features that Work and Play has that other brands don't. First of all, the way their frame's built. Other manufacturers use a standard trailer frame, and that is steel trusses in the ceiling and in the floor every 36 inches. Work and Play builds them like they do the motorhomes, and that is steel trusses. See these screws right here? That's a steel truss, that's a steel truss. Underneath this trim's a steel truss. That's every 16 inches instead of 36 inches. You've got the industry's only 25-year warranty on the floor. That's a manufacturer's warranty on the floor. Nobody else does that because of that 16-inch steel truss construction. You've got the one-piece metal roof. Inside, of course, very high-quality cabinets. You've got a standard Norcold 8 cubic foot refrigerator freezer. The other brands are 6 cubic foot. You've got standard LED lighting in here, so you don't have to worry about it throwing out a lot of heat. You don't have to worry about it draining your battery fast. Slide out, this is a removable table. The sofa makes a bed. You've got the gas electric water heater. You've got the Furion audio system. And this is a Bluetooth stereo, so you can hook your phone or whatever up to it. And you've also got inputs for USB and auxiliary input. You've got a stovetop, an Atwood stovetop. You've got a high point microwave and convection oven so that you can brown and cook in that electric oven quicker than a gas oven. Here in the garage bay, it's a dovetail, so you've got a lowered floor here in the back for easier loading. This is 10 foot by 8 foot. It's got plenty of speakers back here. Now, we ordered this one with 2 extra cabinets. Normally there's no cabinets back here, but we ordered it with this cabinet and that cabinet, so that gives you a little extra storage. This is a true 10 by 8 foot garage bay because this is 8.5 wide. Got a fold down screen. Got the tall door so you can load side by sides up in here. In golf carts, you do have the truck bed liner material sprayed onto the door, so it gives you extra traction and helps resist stains. That's a heavy duty, really thick door, 5,000 pound rolling weight. The only manufacturer that puts that heavy duty of a door on their toy haulers. So this is 10 foot by 8 foot. You've got the sliding glass door. So that's going to give you some privacy, but still not, it still gives you the illusion of being in a bigger camper because you've got that clear glass to look through. Now, folks, let me go ahead and tell you right now, just because you're looking at a toy hauler may not mean you're going to buy a toy. Many people buy these toy haulers that never intend to use it as a toy hauler. You know, a lot of people go to flea markets and they make their living selling and buying and selling at flea markets and shows and craft shows and festivals and things like that. Well, folks, here's a way that you can carry all your goods with you if you're into workshops or, you know, I sold one to a guy out west that does custom leather work, and he built a custom workshop in the back of a Work and Play to go to shows and festivals and sell leather. If you're into like youth groups, you can make this into a huge, you can put some pallets down on the floor, some air mattresses, sleeping bags, sleep a bunch of kids in here if you wanted to. On a pretty day, you lower that back door down, let some fresh air in here. You can put some blocks underneath it, make it into a back porch. And they even have a back porch option that you can special order with these working plays, where you have the gate around, you have the little cover on top, you've got the rails around it and everything. And it's got the steel cables instead of the blocks, and you can order one with that, folks. But this particular one, so many things you can do with it, folks, besides using it for a toy hauler. I've sold a bunch of these to people who are full-time RVers who sold their house, and they like the idea of a toy hauler because they can live in the front of it and have their own 8x10 garage or building, rental or storage building built into their camper. And with that 7.5 foot tall ceilings, you can put a ton of stuff in here. And you don't have to have, and you've got all your stuff with you, and you don't have to have a, you don't have to pay rental on a storage building. So a lot of neat features. Got the 2-zone, of course, stereo system. Glass front cabinetry. Like I said, remember, every 16 inches you've got roof studs. This thing's incredibly strong, folks. Incredibly strong. You've got a private front bedroom, and this is a true queen size bed. You know, most campers use the shorter version of the queen bed, so if you're a tall guy like me, your feet are going to hang out. This is a 60x80 queen bed, just like you have in your own home if you've got a queen bed. Again, folks, tons of storage or storage underneath the bed. Let me show you one thing, folks. And I think they've quit doing this, but there was a work and play dealer in Florida that was charging people $400 and $500 for a matching bedspread on top of their price. And what they would do is they would take the bedspread out as soon as it came in and charge them for it, even though that's standard equipment. Only on the FRPs. Now the CBs and WBs, the Ultra LEs, the bedspread isn't standard. But if you're buying an FRP, and if I can't imagine why you wouldn't buy from us, because we got the lowest guaranteed price on new working plays. But if you do happen to buy one somewhere else and they try that scam on you, folks, tell them Big Bo said that's standard equipment on a FRP work and play. Don't let them do that, folks. You've got a solid sliding privacy door. You've got a big bathroom right here. Got the nice toilet. High ceilings, and thanks to these high ceilings, you don't have to have one of those hot skylights in here. Because the skylights, folks, they get brittle, they break, they leak when they're a few years old from the plastic. You don't have to worry about that in here. Let me show you something else, too, that Work and Play does that nobody else does. See, when other RV manufacturers and toy haulers and motor homes and everything else, when they put their shower pan in order to cut production time down and cost down, they use a spray marine grade expanding foam underneath their shower pans. That's why when you get into an RV, if it's a couple of years old, you're going to feel it give a little bit in the shower pan. Work and Play is the only brand that actually puts a metal frame or a metal tray underneath their shower pan. What does that mean? Well, folks, you can jump in it, you can stomp in it. That shower pan is not going to give. And the bad thing is with the marine foam, when it gets a few years old, it starts breaking down. If it ever has a leak, it breaks down even faster, until one day you step in to take a shower, you're going to step through that shower pan. You don't never have to worry about that with this one, folks, with that metal underneath it. You can jump up, you can be 600 pounds and jump up and down in this thing all day long. That's not going to give. And because it's so tall, again, folks, I'm 6'4" and I've got 6'8" inches on top of my head. I mean, this thing is, very, very well designed. You know, they did not cut any corners on these Work and Plays when they built them, and that's why we decided to carry them. 49 years in business, folks. We've always sold used. This is the only brand we sell new. In the first year that we sold these things, which was 2 years ago, in the first year we became one of the top 5 selling Work and Play dealers nationwide, and the top in our 5-state area. And that's because of the price we sell these things for. And we don't charge extra fees and all that. Now, I get in trouble with Work and Play all the time about this, but I'm not. Because they don't want dealers to show anything but manufacturer suggested retail pricing or MAP pricing. Well, folks, I don't do that. So I'm going to tell you right now, $40,143. This is the build sheet that was ordered for it. This is what I'm asking for it, folks. That's a haggle-free price, includes a 1-year Forest River warranty. And you can extend that very, very affordably. For just a few $100s, you can get 2-year warranty. So make sure you ask your salesperson about that. This thing is in stock as of today. There is these are the best-selling travel trailer toy hauler for the past 7 years in a row. They can't build these fast enough. I have not been able to stock many of these because I keep 8 to 10 on order at all times, and those 8 to 10, what happens is we get somebody in here wanting one, and they'll buy that one before it's even built. So I have to reorder it, and it takes a few more weeks to do that. So if you like this one, I will sell it to you, or one just like it, until Forest River has another price increase for $30,985. Now, if there's some things about this particular one you like and some things you don't like, some things you wish it had, folks, Forest River Working Place have the most versatile options I've ever seen on any manufacturer. There's so many different options that you can add and take away. If you want a booming DJ stereo system, they have an option for that. If you want the back porch, they have an option for that. If you want a generator, they've got a couple of different size generators you can order. Fuel stations, they've got 2 different fuel stations. Colors, cabinets, you can add lights, you can take away lights. I mean, there is so many options you can do, folks. Different colors on the exterior. And this is what we do. And this is one reason why we're one of the top 5 work and play dealers nationwide, is that we will special order you and price you one with everything you want on it, nothing you don't, and you're going to pay the same as if it was in stock. In other words, the other dealers mark their units up an additional 10%. That's kind of the industry rule if they have to special order, since it's not a stock unit. We don't do that, folks. In other words, if I don't have this unit in stock, you want me to custom order you one just like it, and as long as Forest River hasn't had a price increase, you can buy it for the same price you can buy this one for. $30,985 out the door. No dock fees, no prep fees, no dealer fees, no customer fees, no franchise fees, no acquisition fees, no tag and title fees. $30,985 out the door total, plus sales tax if you're a Georgia resident. All out-of-state residents will pay their sales tax when you tag and title this toy hauler at your home state at your local DMV office. They even put heavier duty D-rings in here. Other brands use 1,500-pound D-rings. Work and Play uses 2,500-pound D-rings, so you can secure your load even better. I mean, these folks, and even if you don't buy Work and Play from us, look at the other brands. Not just look at them on the internet, but look at them in person. Look at the fit and finish. Look at how to do the wall punch test like I just did. Look at what kind of roof it's got. Compare, and then go look at a Work and Play. Even if you don't buy one from us, folks, you're going to see this thing. This thing's like comparing an Abrams tank to a bicycle. I mean, there's just anybody that buys another brand besides a Work and Play for a toy hauler hasn't done their homework, haven't done their research, unless you're just limited on what you can tow because your vehicle doesn't have the towing capacity. That's the only reason you should not buy a Work and Play, because they are not light. But like the saying goes, the heavier it is, the better it's built, the longer it's going to last you. And when these gypsy brands and these put together throwaway brands 5 or 6 years from now are leaking, the roof's already gone in them after 5 or 6 years, they're falling to pieces, and these Work and Plays still look as good as they do when they were new, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. And folks, I'm going to tell you, $30,985, I was just looking on Craigslist at a 30 WRS, a 2012 model, for sale by owner has. And they're asking $29,500 for it, and it's several years old. You can buy this one for $1,400 more, and it's a 2018 with a full factory warranty. I mean, it just doesn't, these things have an incredible resale value, folks. And there is a very high demand for them. So today's Saturday, I'm going to put this online probably Monday. This thing will probably be sold on eBay within 2 or 3 days, because there are just none of them out there, and especially for the price that I sell them for. So and I'm probably going to make some other work and play dealers mad, because I actually show what I'm willing to sell them for, or they can't, or they won't. I mean, they can. There's nothing they can do to stop you, but I'm going to show the price as long as I can, folks. $30,985. That's almost 10 grand under MSRP, and plus not having to pay extra fees that other dealers charge you. We have financing available, low interest rates. Unlike other RV dealers, folks, we're not going to mark the interest rate up on you. When you go to these other dealers, folks, they're going to mark the interest rate up 2 or 3% if you go through their finance department. And that's going to cost you thousands of dollars in higher payments over the life of an RV loan. You don't have to worry about that here, folks. We strictly only get you financed at the buy rate, or we're more than happy to work with your own bank or credit union. Other dealers don't like to work through your own bank or credit union because they can't mark the rate up, but since we don't mark rates up, it doesn't matter to us. 49 years family owned and operated since 1968. We're one of the oldest, largest, and oldest independent RV dealer in the United States today, and 95% of our inventory is used, folks. I've got a great selection of used toy haulers. I do have a few of these work and plays in stock, and even if you don't, we don't have the one you're looking for, because they make several different floor plans. You can come look at these, you can see how they're built. Let one of my very informed salespeople give you a walkthrough, a demonstration on it, like I just did, and we'll order you whatever you want, with the options you want, with the color you want, with the floor plan you want. There is so many different floor plans that they make, and they're all just as well built as this one, and we'll sell it to you for the lowest guaranteed price on a new work and play on the internet, with the same options, floor plan, and features. $30,985 for this one, as equipped, out the door, no surprises, no games, no gimmicks, no drama, no trouble, just easy, stress-free RV buying. And like I said, you can buy this tough, top-of-the-line toy hauler for the same price, or just a little bit more than you're going to spend for them old flimsy, throwaway, lightweight models. 110-gallon water tank. Other brands can't do that because the frames are so flimsy. By the time they add 110 gallons of water to it, their cargo carrying capacity is almost maxed out. I mean, and so much more, folks. Dexter axles, never adjust Dexter axles, which the never adjust ones are exclusively for work and plays only, and much more. I mean, these things are built to last. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, call us 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays 423-605-6747. Our website's parkwayrvcenter.com. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and much more. This is going to be on 20 of the most popular RV for sales websites on the internet. This thing's going to sell, folks, for this price. It really is. There's just such a shortage of these things, and it's not just us, but Work and Play. They've got a huge factory up in Goshen, but they can't pump these things out quick enough for dealers to stock them. Every one they're pumped out are special ordered or sold. So the fact that I have one of these in stock may not happen again for another 3 or 4 months, because the 30 WRS is their top selling floor plan in the FRP series. Thank you for watching. Give us a call, drop us an email. Don't let this one get away, folks. Bargain price on the best built toy hauler on the market today. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.